Cost adjustment allows you to adjust the cost on a given part if you're using either the last cost or average cost. So let's take a look. If we go into the cost adjustment section there, you'll need to type in a part number. So let's do that. Once we type in our part number, it's going to show us the last cost and average cost of that particular part. So you can do this one of several ways. We can go in and we can just manually override that cost. So again, it depends on which cost method you're using, and that's been set up in the configuration manager for the inventory cost type. So if you're not familiar with that and don't know which cost type you're actually using, you're going to want to watch the tutorial on that to learn more about that. So I can just manually, if I'm on last cost and I want to change that last cost, I can just manually type in what I want that to be. Or I can use one of the buttons down there at the bottom. I can use the set last cost to standard or average cost to standard, and that's going to change that cost type to whatever's set up for standard for that particular part if there is a standard cost file. So if I click on that, it's going to change my last cost to the same as my standard cost of $47.21. And then the last button there, the reset average override, basically when you're using the average cost method, it continues to average out the costs from whatever you started. If you want to reset the average, you would just click on that button, and then it would start the average from today's date forward. And then once you're done, you simply choose Save to save your changes. And then if you wanted to do another part, you could just go ahead and hit New and type in the next part number that you wanted to change. If you're using standard cost, then instead of adjusting the cost here in the cost adjustment section, you would need to either go under Auto Glass Cost or go to the part section to adjust the cost on a given part.